It's only Tuesday. I have been, if you follow me on Instagram, I have been working on my mixed media jewelry for probably about 3 weeks now. I don't know if I've mentioned it on here before, but about 3 years ago, three and a half years ago, I started doing mixed media art again because I did it again did it before in the past, and I initially wanted to make prints and solder them with, I think I have some here, with the microscope slides and get those soldered. I probably did about 100 of them, which I probably have some left because I sold some at a few craft fairs that I did. However, I didn't like the look. I felt it was too big. I didn't like the way the solder looked. Partly could have been my lack of experience on solder. But even though I tried one like a couple days ago, I still didn't like the look. So I think it's probably just I don't like that look. And I think it's because I don't like the way that silver looked. Even though I'm using silver now as practice and it doesn't look bad, for some reason that solder silver just wasn't sitting well with me. I wasn't liking it. I didn't like the way it looked on chain. Like I wasn't buying it. So I put that away. I don't know what happened recently. I think it's because I don't want to go into too much detail, but I had like a 9 to 5 work moment. And as much as I like my 9 to 5, my full-time job, I like the company I work for, I like the people who I work for, I like working from home, I like what I do. It's positive, but at one point I felt like I was getting, I don't want to say bored, but I wanted to do more. And that's always been my issue. I always want to do more. So I had like this weird epiphany a few weeks ago, talking with my 14-year-old niece, out of all people. And she was explaining to me how when she graduates high school, she wants to travel. And of course, I was all for it because that's ultimately what I want to do. So it's like, hell yeah, go for it. And I was explaining to her that if that's your goal right now, then, and you want to focus on school later on or your career later on, if you want one, then fine. But right now, it's all about saving money, working to save, to be able to travel. Like, your work isn't what I guess defines you. It would be the fact that you're working for a bigger goal. And as I was telling her this, I was realizing that's my goal. Just because when I transitioned to work at home, a lot of my responsibilities got cut. And I've always been the type of person to have like just a lot of shit on their plate and just be go, 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 go. So I'm probably going on a tangent right now, but either way, that conversation led to me focusing on, well, I'm not working to be able to move up in the company, because ultimately I really don't want to move up. At least not at the moment. That could change. At the moment, I don't. And my goal is to be able to pay off bills, be debt-free, and to travel. So with all that going on in my head, I wanted to pick up my mixed media art again, and try to make it into jewelry and try another go around. For the last 3 weeks, I've been trying different things. I've been trying, oh my god, I've been trying, like, this whole area is a fucking disaster. My shipping area is a fucking disaster. Nothing makes any sense. I've tried, and I'm trying to get, like, a specific, at first I wanted to make my own bezels. I don't know if I have the patience. I think that it all boils down to patience. And my patience is like, and the fact that I've been at it for 3 weeks just proves that I can have patience. So, I've tried 2 different types of UV resin. I've tried this Mod Podge that's supposed to, I think my toner is here. Yes. I ran out of toner on Sunday with 9 fucking packages to ship. I've gone through different types of bezel wire. This is copper. I've gone aluminum. I've done silver with nickel. I have fucking silicone molds. I have bezels. I have the fucking pre-made bezels. I've gone through it all. To the fact I scanned all my images at Walgreens, got them onto a CD, got them to my printer or to my computer, resized them to now fit the pre-made mold or pre-made bezels. And of course I don't have any to test them out with other than the circle ones, which I already know they work. But I am borderline ready to lose it. But I feel like all this is for the ultimate prize of being debt-free and ultimately traveling. And who knows, maybe I'll travel with my niece. We are going to the Smokies. So DC. We went to the Smokies on Christmas. Now we're going to DC. Oh, Poppy, son of a bitch. But I just wanted to vent about my frustration with troubleshooting. And I get it. And I watched a documentary the other day. Sadly, it was the Barbie documentary. But I saw how, it was in the works for 2 years to release the, different size Barbie dolls. So, anyways, thanks for listening to me vent. I'm going to try these out. These are actually ones that I resized, and they came from my 1.5 inch art pieces that I squared away. I made to 1 inch, and then I took my circle hole puncher, because this is the only bezel, these are the only bezels I have right now, and I made them into my circle, to a circle shape for my bezels. So I'm going to pop these bubbles. These bubbles are going to be the death of me. If all else fails, this is going to be it. I'm going to put these under the UV light to see if they harden quicker. Because normally you have to let this, for this Mod Podge, sit for about... It says 3 hours here, but it takes longer for these. So let me give that a shot. But thanks for listening to me, Vent. Bye.